Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Um, Now the title of this isn't meant to be deceiving. I'm not asserting that Kobe Bryant is a Mandela effect, or there's a Mandela effect on him. Um, but I was seeing this stuff, and I thought this was a really good example um, and I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while, but I haven't had the time, and I haven't really had a good example of what to use. I left a comment on Recall Vector's channel. He had a series of videos on, well, essentially psyops, and I had interpreted the video that maybe, you know, they were manufacturing, the powers that be were manufacturing some of these Mandela effects. Now, I know they're not all manufactured for a fact. I've been planning to do a video, but I'll just mention it here. Our car had an ABS light. It was an orange, like kind of like a half oval, just an old school dummy light, and it said ABS in all caps. And the thing came on, and it stayed on after we got our brakes fixed as well. And so whatever, sensor or whatever, but one day I noticed that it said anti-lock, anti-dash lock instead of ABS. Now this is just old school, looks like whiteout material on a piece of plastic or glass under the dash. So it wasn't digital, so it couldn't have had another digital. It was just an old school light. It's 2000. And I mentioned it to my fiance, who said that she noticed it but thought it was a different light. And I was like, no, that's not a different light. That's the same light that's always been there. It just says anti-lock now. And so our light changed. And that's not a psyop. That just happened. All right. So the fact is, they're not all psyops. Now, what does this have to do with Kobe Bryant? Well, I'm going to provide a few links for you guys. One link is to Dr. Claudia Albers. She claims to be a physicist, and I don't agree with all of her stuff. I find it interesting, and I see some of the stuff that she talks about with my own two eyes when I look up at the sky and stuff. But the video that I'm going to link you to, she's asserting that Kobe Bryant's helicopter was black with a Nike logo, and that the helicopter that crashed was white with blue stripes. And it was supposed to be his private helicopter. So she's going to point that out. That's her thing. I can't speak intelligently as to what helicopter Kobe Bryant did or did not have. All right, but um, she asserts that she can. So I'm gonna link that, and I'll tie this all together. I mean, this seems random, but then I was watching a call for an uprising. And I don't always agree with all his points either, but I do watch his video. He has good information. Um, it doesn't necessarily matter what I believe. It matters what these people who are doing this weird stuff believe. And I'm learning that as I go. Um, I used to think, well, this stuff's all nonsense. Uh, you know, Talking about the numbers and all this coordination. I should also link you to Dramatic a Sports Effect, because he links a whole lot of stuff to this. And maybe I will. Um, but the point is, a call for an uprising. He pointed out that when he first Googled searched um, Kobe Bryant death, he got Kobe Bryant assassination, and now it's gone. Now it's Kobe Bryant death. All right. So, and I'm going to also link here to a USA Today article, and it says update: Google search for when did Kobe Bryant die no longer lists January. Whoops, I just no longer lists January. Uh-oh, did I lose it? Sorry guys, something happened. I was reading this and now it's gone. It went bye-bye. There's no way. I can't believe it. This disappeared as I was reading it, guys. Here. This disappeared as I was reading it. I'm going to pause this and try to find it back. All right, now that's interesting that it disappeared as I was reading it. I was about to read, no longer lists January 26th as Kobe Bryant's date of assassination. It now listed his date of death. All right, that's important, but I'm going to try to find it so I can read it directly, and if I link it and it isn't there, that's not going to help either, right? Like, this literally went bye-bye, so just give me a minute. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. So I found it. So anyway, it says Google search for when did Kobe Bryant die no longer lists January 6th as date of assassination. It now says date of death, and I lost it again. Yeah, it keeps taking me back to this tech page as soon as I start to try to read the article to you. But now I know how to get back to it. I don't know why it's doing that. The result, which mentions the date of assassination, is for a Wikipedia page about Bryant's life and career. The word assassination did not appear on the Wikipedia page, which does have a note that it is being heavily edited because its subject recently died. Okay. Then it goes on to say that he died in a helicopter crash that killed 9 people. And so, yeah. But I will link this article, and bear in mind that it tries to dissuade you from reading the article. So, I'm still going to tie all this together now. Another interesting, I'm going to direct you to Bryant over at High Impact Flicks, which again, I don't always necessarily agree with everything he says, but he fights for freedom, and he's a really good channel. Has nothing to do with the Mandela Effect, but he does a video where they depicted Kobe Bryant dying in a helicopter crash in 2016. But before he shows the cartoon, it's really interesting. This policeman says, talking of the crash, we looked for survivors. Unfortunately, I believe he says something like, all the survivors have perished. All the survivors have perished. Well, that would, you could take that for what it is, but that's what the man says. Now, why does this have to do with the Mandela Effect? All this crazy stuff. Date of assassination, guys. All right, he died in a helicopter crash, they say. But they also put out that he was assassinated, and they put out they've also got contradicting helicopters. One blue with white stripes, one black with a Nike logo. Be that what it may, give it 15, 20 years. This is where I'm tying it. Give it 15, 20 years when nobody's thinking about this stuff anymore. And if they and possibly could pull all the stuff that said the helicopter crash scrub it off the web. And then he was assassinated, whereas most people were going to remember that he died in a helicopter crash. And if they wrote just a few articles about him being assassinated and put them out for like a minute, and then pulled them back before a whole lot of people got a chance to read it, hey, you could reintroduce all those old articles and all in the assassination, and you changed it, right? So if you got, what I'm saying with the Kobe Bryant thing is you got basically two sets of information. You got two helicopters. You got two different ways that he died already out there right now. So that was the point I was going to make. They could be manufacturing some of these. They could be doing some of them on purpose. I think I will link that Dramatica Sports Effect video. It's really hard to follow the numbers, but he's putting them right into it, the words right into a translator, guys, so you can watch him doing it. That's how I can follow along. I see what he's doing. And I even Googled a translator myself and tried a few of them. And again, it's not if I believe in these numbers or what they prove or don't prove. It's a matter of what these other people believe. Probably for the same reason that in our decodes, we've been running uh, the the numer- numerical numbers, numerology numbers, because it doesn't matter what I believe. It would matter what these people who are putting together the quantum computers or whatever think. All right, so um, interesting stuff, guys, and I think that's kind of what I wanted to say. This could, I mean, I'm again not making an assertion that this is what's going on. I'm telling you that this is an example of what I've been talking about, the whole two sets of information thing. And so it seems like there was something else that I wanted to mention, but if I think of it, I'll come out with another video. I do have another video for a Simon and Garfunkel change that I've been sitting on for a minute, and so I'll be doing that in the coming days, probably at some point when I get a minute. But anyway, just what do you think, guys? What do you think about that? Um, so give us your feedback. I guess this really isn't a thumbs video. I guess you can thumb it up if you think that maybe this could be a thing that they're doing, and thumb me down if you think I'm full of crap. But and again, I'm not making an assertion. I'm just pointing out the possibility, showing you the two sets of information. So um, anyway, guys, for now, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.